Hey guys, I'm back. This one, I'm doing this right after the last episode. So yeah, got the yes, thing, got some of the wood, and now I need to then do that. Thank goodness for temporary. And now I'm making a plant single one. Oh goodness, you can see that from now what do I need? Okay. Oh, they are. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Oh, well, this thing is stuck. I actually need to move this. I need to find another daily thing to go on an adventure. That I'm tired of just being freaking.
USAA auto insurance is often handled from generation to generation because it offers a superior level of protection and because USAA's commitment to serving military members, veterans, and their families is without equal. Begin your legacy. Get an auto insurance quote. USAA. We know what it means to serve. 10 years is a long time. 100,000
No,
miles is a long time.
if you tell me to, do I have my kid?
America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. And now during the 100,000 Reasons event, see why the Sonata is ranked most effective mid-size power and savings. You'll also get 0% APR financing for up to 60 months. Visit your Hyundai dealer today and spend your next 100,000 miles.
Mama,
At Scott Trade, our clients trade and invest exactly how they want. With Scott Trade's online banking, I get one view of my bank and brokerage accounts with one login to easily move my money when I need to. Plus, when I call my local Scott Trade office, I can talk to someone who knows me.
that's okay.
I don't trade like everybody. I trade like me. I'm with Scott Trade. Scott Trade, awarded 5 stars from Smart Money Magazine.
Please. No, that goes right there. And okay, jetpack will use later. You work today? And check on it. Completely get the money. And plant some creamy rubber trees. Where's my... Oh, my jungle tree. Where's my jungle tree? Nice, isn't it?
The rest is up to you. Call and find out about an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan.
That's how rubber trees look for real.
Like all standard supplement plans, it could save you thousands in out-of-pocket costs. Call now for your free decision guide.
Come on.
I've been with my doctor for 12 years. Now I know I'll be able to stick with it. You'll be able to visit any doctor or hospital that accepts Medicare patients. Plus, there are no networks, and you never need a referral.
Is this one I really? Yes, it is. But, oh well. It's coming down to the ground. What a ground.
Don't wait. Call now.
Here's my bridge. Okay, one right there.
Legislators are split on continuing the annual $1.5 billion aid package to Egypt. One side says the release of the aid makes it look like the U.S. sanctions the coup. On the other side, no aid could lead to an economic collapse in Egypt. Joining now on the CNBC Newsline is Egyptian billionaire Naguib Sawiris, joining us once again. Naguib, thanks very much for joining us. And of course, you're the chairman and CEO of Orascom Telecom. We are thrilled you're back with us because when you joined us on the program last week,
so freaking too darn fast in this game.
It's always the case when 30 million people, half of the population of Egypt, goes to the streets continuously to call for a president to step down because he violated the rules of democracy under which he was elected to.
Right. And you said that last time it was not a military coup. It seems that the U.S. is delaying or in the last couple of days being light in terms of the comments on these events. What is your thought on the U.S.'s response or lack of so far?
Let me just first tell you what I call coup d'etat. especially when you have all the time, the army chief moves down, removes the president, and calls himself as the new president, like in Africa and Latin America and everywhere. Usually there is no 30 million people in the street.
So
The
fast.
media in the US has not tried to emphasize that point. Morsi was
I
elected
really
by 9
know
million
that's
people,
like
and 30
in
million people went 3 times the number he was elected for, went to the streets to ask him to step down and call for early elections under which he can try again if he will have 30 people. But since his appointment, he has been closing the door, and he was too busy focusing all the power in his hand and the gang he represents, without any against any rules, any constitution, and the rule of law and order, and the judges and the system and everything. So we are optimistic. If you have any correspondent in Egypt, ask him to describe to you the mood on the streets of Cairo.
I understand that we still have, confusion in terms of who will be running the country. Would you be prepared, or would you consider running for political office?
No, I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman, and businessmen here are not regarded as neutral in the United States or big businessmen can go into politics and they get their money managed by trusts and stuff like that. No, my role is to support the Egyptian economy, to get my family to reinvest back into Egypt, to make sure that we did this move, that there will be a democratic system implemented, that we will have a new constitution, that we will call for early parliamentary elections, and then we will go for an election of a president under which everybody can go, including Mr. Morsi or any of his competitors.
How vital is that $1.5 billion from the U.S. in aid?
It's not the money, it's the fact that everybody in Egypt, including the United States, that they've been siding totally on the side of Morsi from the beginning. The conspiracy theories we have here say that they put them into power. They supported them knowing they were violating all the democracies, knowing they were not respecting human rights, knowing that they were going after the minorities, knowing that every week there was a church being burned, knowing that every week Mr. Morsi was violating the law and constitution and the people who voted for him. So if any further measure in that direction, the Egyptians have a big pride. They will not care about the money, but they will never forget that the Americans that call for freedom, that call for separation of church and religion, that call for real democracy, supported a fascist regime.
Nigib, we have to go because we are monitoring another major news event. We want to make sure we have you back as things develop there. Thanks very much for joining on the telephone, Nigib. Nigib Sawire is joining us on telephone. It's been Grenada. He started taking questions out in the streets.
The dual mandate is to pursue maximum employment and price stability. Currently, we have an unemployment rate of 7.6%, which I think, if anything, overstates the health of our labor markets, given participation rates and many other indicators of long-term unemployment. So we're not there, obviously, on the maximum employment part of the mandate. On price stability, inflation is now about 1%, which is below our 2% objective.
Shut up, noises.
Of our mandate, both the employment side and the inflation side are saying that we need to be more accommodative. Moreover, the other portion of macroeconomic policy, fiscal policy, is now restrictive. CBO estimates that current federal fiscal policy is subtracting 1.5 percentage points or so of growth from the U.S. economy this year. So you put that all together, and I think you can only conclude that highly accommodative monetary policy for the foreseeable future is what's needed in the U.S. economy. Now, how does that relate to recent communications? I think the issue has to do with not so much with the overall accommodation, but rather with the mix of instruments being used to provide that accommodation. The Fed has two instruments that we've been using in the context of interest rates close to zero. The first, asset purchases, we have thought about, and I've frequently described as providing some near-term momentum to the economy. In other words, we have said that we are trying to achieve a substantial improvement in the outlook for the labor market in the context of price stability. We've made progress on that, but we still have further to go. But again, that's the objective of the asset purchases, is to provide near-term momentum to try to get the economy moving forward more quickly. The second tool that we have is our rate policy, short-term interest rates, and associated with that is the forward guidance that we provided to the public about our expectations for when rates might change. And in particular, we said that we will not raise interest rates until unemployment is 6.5%, as long as inflation is well behaved. Again, I think, as I've said before, that 6.5% is a threshold, not a trigger. There will not be an automatic increase in interest rates when unemployment is 6.5%. Instead, that'll be a time to think about the situation anew. And given, as I said, the weakness of the labor market, the fact that the unemployment rate probably understates the weakness of the labor market, given where inflation is, I would suspect that it may be well sometime after we hit 6.5% before rates reach any significant level. So again, the overall message is accommodation.
Have you seen it yet?
Perspective,
what they call the Wyatt. If you go watch it, y'all watch WB. And did you see it with a Wyatt family getting attacked Kane?
Which is highly accommodative.
Okay, now some areas are hard, or have hardened already. God damn it!
Well, I think we're somewhat optimistic. Some of the material projections and so on are a little bit more optimistic than some private sector forecasters. But I think a fair viewing of the economy would suggest that there are some positive features out there, some positive developments, but there are also some significant risks that we have to continue to pay close attention to. On the positive side, I think we want to start with the housing sector, which has been, of course, a major drag on our economy now for quite a few years, and only in the last year or so has it really begun to turn around and show some strength, which has implications both for construction, for related industries, and also for house prices, which affect household balance sheets. Automobiles are also strong, so I take that as evidence, as Alan Weimer said earlier, that monetary policy is working, because those are two of the main channels through which monetary policy affects the economy. I think a second positive factor I would point to is the state of American households. While there's so many, obviously many great difficulties, households in the United States have deleveraged quite a bit. Debt and interest burdens are down. Their wealth is up, with house prices and equity prices and other asset prices having increased. Employment gains, more income, and the sentiment is accordingly much higher. So I think we have a somewhat stronger household sector going forward. And finally, I would just note, maybe not finally, but I would note that the fact that our economy has continued to grow and continue to produce jobs in the face of very strong fiscal headwinds is somewhat encouraging, I think. And there are other factors as well, including reduced fiscal restriction at the state and local level, a relatively strong banking system which is providing more credit, and a variety of other factors. So there are some things, I think, that make the outlook look more positive. But there are also some risks which I think are very important for us as policymakers to look at. First, it's still early to say that we have weathered the fiscal restraint. I think it's very difficult to know how long the lags are between congressional decisions and actual spending and production decisions. So we're going to continue to watch and see whether growth is
stop it, or end this episode. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did enjoy watching, hit that like button. Add video to your favorites. These things help me out. These things might help me out right greatly if you do. You might. Well, you do something for that.
We are
Okay,
all very much committed to defending our inflation target from the low as well as from above. Low inflation, I know everyone, it's hard to explain